I'm gonna break it down for you because it took me a little bit of time to figure out, what are we doing? Okay, what are we doing? I'm seeing stuff and I'm watching CIA movements and M15 movements and Mossad movements and I'm a student of the Bible, so I always know there's certain things that have got to transpire in this world as we approach the end times.
That's right.
But I really didn't expect that you would be able to see it right in front of you, nor name the components of it.
Right.
I was pretty wrong. I also, because I was in the desert, went out to the desert and prayed hard to the Lord and said, my whole world is being rocked here. There's some very unethical things going on with that my government is doing, and the British government, and allied governments, and I need you to please expose, share with me, tell me something of what is going on. It was at that time in the tents out in the middle of the desert, back where Abraham grew up, that the Lord started to share with me and said, do you remember those occult books you read? Do you remember that occult knowledge? Do you remember these people that you read about? Madame Blavatsky, Aleister Crowley, Anton LaVey, and the list goes on and on and on. The writers for Lucis Trust, which used to be Lucifer Trust, who now write for the United Nations. And he said, do you remember all of that? And I said, yes, I remember that. What does that have to do? And what does that occult significance have to do with me sitting here in a desert in an army uniform defending my country against terrorists?
Right.
And he said it has everything to do with it. Everything. Because let me explain to you what's really happened. Now, this took a period of time. This didn't happen in one night. This took a long period of time as the Lord started to unravel this huge onion for me.
Yes.
And what basically, to wrap it up, to tell you what happened is, or what the Lord had told me had happened is,
right.
He said there are two kingdoms.
That's
right. You have the devil's kingdom and you have my kingdom. If you read your Bible, the devil's kingdom will come to fruition. It's like a tree; it will flourish. Evil will be at its greatest point as we approach what we would consider the end days, which are the end days of Satan's kingdom, not the end days of the world by any means, but the end days as mankind knows it.
Yes.
And everything would be attached in one way or another. So your secret services, all of them, whether it's KGB, CIA, Mossad, it really doesn't matter. They are connected. There is one person pulling the strings. Whether it's the Jesuit order or some of the secret societies of the Illuminati, the Masonic order, the Bilderbergers, it doesn't matter. They're all little pieces of what would be Satan's kingdom.
Amen.
And they're all pulling in the same direction. And if you read your Bible, it'll say they all think in one mind. They all do things in one mind. The beast gives them their power. So,
and if I can just jump in with you right there.
Sure.
Fully agree with you 100%. Like it says in Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. And I like what you're doing, because you're letting everybody out there realize that the real enemy is not the Bilderbergers or the Jesuits or the Illuminati or any of these other factions. Although they are the pawns and the knights, if you will, and the bishops on the board, they're not the king. Right? What we're looking at are different entities within this world that the devil is utilizing, and his demonic agents are utilizing to carry out their plan. And what you said, once again, I like the other thing you said, dealing with the leaves on the tree. Everything just filling out and coming to their fullness here in the end. And once again, that's what the Bible talks about in the book of Revelations chapter 17. We're looking at the mystery of iniquity, and it's coming to its fullness. It's disease of sin, this cancer that God is letting run its full course, coming to its fullness. And so right now, here in the last days, we're looking at the mystery of godliness coming to its fullness, which is God perfectly recreating his divine character within humanity. And at the same time, we have on the other end of the field Satan fully developing this mystery of iniquity, which is him just placing the fullness of his demonic image on human agents, such as you and myself, if we surrender our minds to that.
That is absolutely correct.
All right, so I just wanted to clearly piggyback with you on that.
I appreciate you being able to put it in such a concise way.
All right.
And I'll even take it a little bit one notch further.
Please do.
You have principalities.
Yes, sir.
The principalities work directly under Satan. These principalities actually commune with actual human hosts.
Yes.
That's why there's always, if you're in a secret society or any of the secret societies or intelligence agencies or anything, there's always some kind of hidden secret knowledge you're trying to obtain. Mm-hmm. You're trying to go higher. And there's always people that have more of this knowledge and more rank, if you will. So if you look at a satanic church, there's a rank structure and it goes up. At the very top levels, just like a pyramid, you have what would be considered the all-seeing eye. Well, it works the exact same way in everything. It works that way in politics. It works that way in churches. It works that way in the CIA. So there's a group of people on this earth that the Bible will tell you about who do communicate with these demonic spirits to implement their one world government. They're still trying to get back to the Tower of Babel with total and complete control.